So guys, welcome to my first episode of the Truuu Talk podcast. I am joined by a real special guest. What am I calling you today? Am I calling you Reese? Am I calling you Grimesy? Or am I calling you Reese Grimes? What am I doing?
Whatever you want.
Well, welcome to the Truuu Talk podcast, Reese Grimes. It's a pleasure to have you, my boy.
Love my boy.
Obviously, me and Reese, we go way back. You get me? This man is literally family to me. So today we're going to discuss the journey that he's been on, some of the things that he's been through, trials and tribulations, and how he's come out on top, shining like a beacon of light. You feel me? Because nothing can't stop us. But yeah, we got two topics that we're going to discuss today. After Reese tells us a little bit about himself, we're going to discuss how we feel about disciplining your kids. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because, you know, we grew up getting beatings. I don't know if you grew up getting beatings, innit?
No, you know.
I didn't want to say that. I'm trying to incriminate your people. But you get me, we grew up getting beaten. So I just want to see how you feel about that when it comes to raising your child. And also, just want to discuss if you feel like it's a good thing or a bad thing to be with somebody for the sake of your children or for the sake of your kids. Yeah? Cool. So let's get straight into it. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Reese. Where you from? Where you grew up? How old are you? And those kind of simple things first. Let's start there.
Alright, cool. I grew up with you.
I know that, cuz, but they don't know.
I grew up
in
South London, all over really. Catford, Lewisham, Croydon, Fulton Heath, Norbury, a bit of everywhere to be fair. I'm 29, and at the moment, I'm just living life to the fullest, man.
Come on.
I'm proper enjoying life at the moment.
Come on, but I know it hasn't always been. How do I say it? It hasn't always been. You haven't always been living life to the fullest. Right now, I would say that light at the end of the tunnel, isn't it?
At now, I'm at the peak of my life, man. I'm spiritually awake. I'm physically better in myself. I'm the best I've ever felt.
I love that, bro. Alright, cool. Let's take them on a little journey, innit? Obviously, I know where you're coming from and what you've been through, especially in the recent history. Do you get me?
Mm-hmm.
But sorry about that. But what makes me happy is that seeing you today, knowing what you've been through,
yeah,
and seeing how the man has come out of it. Do you get me? So obviously the people don't know, but Reese has been going through what they call recovery.
Yeah, I suffer with an addiction, or should I say a dis-ease in myself, which I use on feelings, because whether I struggle to communicate them or I isolate from people. Yeah. And I slowly come to learn that the opposite of addiction is human connection. Yeah, because you see, the more I talk to people about whatever it is that's going on for me, life gets easier as a group.
100%.
Yeah, it's all about a power greater than myself, which is many of us.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we're pack animals. We're not made to be alone.
100%.
So when we stick together, amazing things happen. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like when they say a problem shared is a problem halved.
Exactly. So
what was the process like? So first of all, without delving too much into your personal life, innit? How did you end up getting into addiction, and what was your addiction?
My addiction was alcohol and cocaine, and I used daily, man. Like, I got to the point where I tried to kill myself. I had to get sectioned, I had to detox, and because of the world that we live in, or the picture that society paints, as a man at a time in my life, I felt like I weren't able to talk about certain things that I was going through. Because I'm a man, I should be able to handle these things. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And my mental health, it just deteriorated slowly. And I was stuck, man, in depression. And the only way I could see through it was to use. Because when I was using, I weren't isolating, I was socialising.
Yeah.
I weren't thinking about what I'm depressed about, or the traumas that I've been through because I was suppressing them feelings.
No, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. It's a deep thing, bro. It's a deep thing. But so what made you want to take the step to actually? So when did you come to the realization that you haven't, your mental health isn't okay, there's something wrong, and you need to get help? Because I know those are three different things, innit? To admit that you're mentally not okay is one thing. To admit you have an addiction is one thing, and then to admit that you need help is a whole another thing.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. But it's all a process. Yeah, for me, everything in life is a process, man. And it's like I kind of knew for a long time, but I was in denial, and I didn't want to face up to all the carnage and the stress that I had caused during my addiction. During my addiction, I didn't see my son for 4 years, and just that alone was hard to get my head around.
Yeah.
That if I can't stop using for my youth, like what's gonna stop me? Do you get what I mean?
100%.
And it wasn't to the point when it wasn't till the point when I was sitting in hospital, and they're like, right, this is gonna kill you. Like you can't keep doing this, and I had to detox, and they sectioned me and that, and I was like, I can't do this no more, man. Like I can't. So after I detoxed, I took myself to rehab. And
So you did that on your own accord?
Yeah, I had to, man. I'd had enough. People like when you. The thing is, yeah, you see with addicts, yeah, there's no one in the world that can make you stop. You have to want to stop for yourself. You have to want to help yourself. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You have to want to make a change in your life.
No, I feel you. Anyone can tell you anything, can it?
Of course.
You could do it. You could say you could do it for mum, your kids, or whatever. It's not gonna work unless you.
From
make
my
decision.
experience, most people that have stopped for other people, they will use again.
Yeah.
Because they're not being true to themselves.
Yeah.
Today I'm 100% honest with myself, the way I feel. If I don't like something, I have self-worth where I'm able to stand up for myself and things like that, where I didn't have that before. I was people-pleasing. And it's...
So would you say these are things that you've learned during your recovery?
Of course, man. Of course. Recovery's a beautiful thing, man. It's an amazing thing. Like, a lot of people get scared of recovery because a lot of it is like God-based.
Yeah.
Like the 12 steps come
from the Bible.
Yeah. Do you get what I mean? And a lot of people are scared of the word God or don't like to talk about it because of political views and that. But your God book can be whatever you want it to be, man.
100%.
For me, it's good, orderly direction. If I live good, yeah, and I go to sleep, ain't lied to no one, ain't harm no one, I'm good.
Yeah,
Do you get what I mean? What 100%. I put out in the world is what I receive.
100%. 100%. See, this is the thing. I'm glad that as much as you're my boy and seeing you go through certain things was hard, I'm so glad that you went through it and came out of it, because the person that you are today is 10 times the man that you were before even the addiction even touched you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Of course. And obviously, I've known you since you was a child, bro. So I've seen the transition. I've seen the man that you've become. Man's proud of you, 100%. Do you get what I'm saying? All right, let's. So talk to me more about the process of recovery. What did you actually have to do? Where did you have to go? How long was you in the rehab for? And what kind of things was you doing when you was there?
Okay, so I got to rehab, and in the rehab I got 1-to-1 therapy, and group therapy. You see, group therapy is one of the best things I've ever done in my life, because I was so stuck in my own thought process. I was unteachable. Yeah, and you see, when you're unteachable, you will never learn anything.
Yeah, because everything anyone says to you, you already got the answers, isn't it?
Exactly, and a lot of things in life, or how your day goes, is all down to perspective. Yeah, for me, the way I view things, and it's like, for instance, you're sitting there, yeah, and you could call me a cunt, yeah, but it's down to me how that makes me feel. Just because you said that, I can't then sit here and say, oh, you've pissed me off, because I'm pissed off at myself. You've only said a word. Do you get what I'm saying?
100%.
And it's only going through group therapy that I'm been open-minded and willing to accept my role in a lot of things, and
It's called accountability.
yeah, to understand that the way you feel is how you feel. No one can change the way I feel today.
Yep, and it's no one's fault
Of course.
why you feel the way you feel today.
Of course.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think that's something that we struggle with because how we grew up. We grew up in a place where we can blame everybody else for all of the things that we go through. Because most of the people, not to diss our people, you get me, because we love them, but a lot of our people struggled with those things themselves, innit? So they lack the understanding of accountability themselves. So we grew up with people that lack accountability and don't take responsibility necessarily for the mistakes that they've made, and we've seen that a lot growing up. So that's why I feel like a lot of us have missed those valuable lessons.
Of course, and like you said, accountability. Like a lot of it on my part was in denial. I've been in denial for a very long time.
Yeah.
And it's only till you get some acceptance around that, and to realize that, you know what, I've made mistakes, and that's not a problem.
Exactly.
The problem is not learning from them mistakes.
100%. The mistakes is where the lessons lie.
Of
bro.
course.
Yeah. I posted a quote today that was basically said, if life is a test, you better not miss the lessons. Do you get me?
100%.
Because the lessons are the most important thing in this thing. Do you get me? Because the test don't stop. It keeps going. So how long was you in rehab for?
So I was in rehab. Originally, it was for 6 months. Yeah, but within them 6 months, it had opened my eyes and everything to a lot more. But it took me a while to get into the swing of things. So I asked for an extra 3 months and I extended it. So all in all, I done 9 months of therapy.
Okay. So what's the difference, yeah? Because I used to work in a hospital, but it was also called a rehab ward. So the ward was a rehab ward, but it was in a hospital. Yeah, so the people were sectioned there.
Yeah, that's like the kind of place I was at.
So
like
is there a difference between the hospital you was at and the rehab you was at?
So I was at a priory
Okay.
hospital. So
Yes,
they got
yes.
a ward. They got a ward where they section people with mental health. But in that ward, they was also able to detox me.
Okay.
And then they've got another part of the hospital, which is still in the hospital, which is rehab.
Okay, so it's all in the same facility.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense to me. Now I can navigate it in my head. So it was the same place. Just different wards. For different things. Once you reach a certain level, you go to.
But it's such a big spectrum that at some point these two separate things will cross each other. So
Yeah. Of course.
Do you get what I mean?
100%. Because obviously, the addiction causes the mental health, and then you have to go back through it in order to get back out.
Yeah, of course.
I'm trying to say, I
Like,
totally see.
When I was in rehab, the biggest thing for me was there was like, why people always used to go to me, why do you use so much? Why are you sniffing? Why are you drinking? And I couldn't give you an answer. You was one of them people. Reece, why didn't you don't need that?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and I couldn't give you an answer. The easiest way to find out why you use drugs is to stop using them.
Yeah, because then you're going to be telling yourself why you need them, innit?
Exactly. It's literally that simple.
Yeah.
Like, and for me, it's all around feelings. Yeah. Dealing with life on life's terms and that, like.
Wow. We can't just skip over that. What was that you just said? Because that's the deepest thing. That's something deep. And I haven't heard that before. Say that again.
What?
Dealing with life on
life's terms. Because when life
Explain
turns
that.
up at your doorstep, yeah, you have to do life, bro.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you have to, because no matter how much I used, when I got sober, that problem was still there.
100%.
Because that's life. Yeah, you have to get a grip of life, bro, or life will grip you.
I love that line there, though. That one there is quotable. If you see it as one of my captions, Rubai, don't act like Reece made it up and act like that's the first time you heard it. And said you got to deal with life on life's terms. Some real shit.
Trust me,
Some
man.
real shit, man.
100%. Like, although we might put ourselves in situations, and we do sometimes put shit at our doorstep. That's not what I mean by life on life's terms. Like, when my dad died, I didn't bring that to my door.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? That's life on life's terms.
Yeah.
When I lost my job because that company liquidated and I had to find that rent for the next month, that's life on life's terms. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. Trust me, bro. Life's been laughing a lot recently. Do you get me?
For real.
As you probably already know, do you get me? We've had to really been dealing with life on life's terms, especially for the last month. You get me? Big up all my family and friends that are going through a lot right now. Do you get me? Sending you guys nothing but love. Do you get me? But yeah. So when did you know you was ready to get back into the real world? And when did you feel like you was ready to, come out of the hospital? Was it them who decided that you were ready to leave, or was it you that decided you were ready to leave?
Because the treatment the rehab I went to wasn't in the hospital where I got sectioned.
Okay.
It was different.
Okay.
Yeah, so rehab costs money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I found one of the only charity-based rehabs in England that give you free treatment. Yeah. So I went there and I just utilised it to the best I could, and they didn't just kick me out, like they housed me afterwards. They put me on a move on house, and then I volunteered at the rehab where I went through my treatment.
Yeah.
And in that process, like, I got my life back. I didn't see my son for 4 years. I now have my boy every other weekend.
Yeah, I see it. And I ain't gonna lie, you see, when I saw him in the studio spitting bars, I said,
Yeah.
wow, look at that,
Yeah,
man.
it's for real.
Like, all them years you were around him, he was still you. He was still inspired by you.
Yeah,
you know
facts.
what I'm saying? Like, you got him back now, and it's like, he never left you, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and that's
for real.
beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see how much influence you've had on him in the short space of time that you've been back with him. Do you get me?
Yeah.
Like, that's been amazing. Can't lie.
Bruv, it's been a beautiful process, man. Like, obviously, bro, we all go through shit, man. But do you know what? Reach out, pick up the phone, ring someone. Do you get what I'm saying? You're not alone. You ain't got to do it alone. At the end of the day,
Sometimes we just do it. Sometimes we do it to ourselves, innit? Because we know if we share the issue, we're gonna have to face the issue.
Of course.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
also, where we come from, it's like, I know there was a lot of people at that time that was looking at me in a certain way, like, oh, look at Grimes, he's sniffing, he's doing this, he's doing that. Yeah. And I kind of isolated myself from that because I was speculating. I didn't know if people felt like that, but in my head,
but that's what you're used to hearing, isn't it?
Yeah, of
you
course.
know that's the mindset.
And I grew up like that. But you see, today, some of my closest friends are ex-crack and heroin addicts, and
exactly.
that's fact. Like, they're the most nicest people.
People
bro.
are people, bro. You have to appreciate people for who they are. Obviously, we grew up judging people. We grew up judging people because we were people that were being judged by people.
Of course.
Yeah.
I never thought I would say something like that, but it's my truth, and that's all I got today is my truth.
Yeah.
Real talk.
And it's the most comfortable place to be.
Exactly.
It's the most comfortable place to be. But you know when I knew it was real? When we went on holiday, you get me? And we're drinking, doing all kind of activities. You get what I'm trying to say? And no, not one time did you ever slip or feel pressured or none of these things. And that made me proud, bro. Watching you in the sickest environments, bro. I ain't gonna lie, we went to some sick parties, bro. I be real. We went to some sick parties, pool parties and all of that. Big hotels and that. But I can see you weren't even tempted, man. Maybe you was in your head, I don't know, in your brain, but I watched you the whole time and I never ever saw you feel tempted, bro. We had bottles of alcohol bigger than our fucking torso, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? 3 bottles of Patron, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You know how it
But
was.
do you know, for real, like, it was a big thing for me as well to go away with yous lot and not yous, because I feel like that a lot of people might think that people who don't drink and that can't have fun, and that's not true.
Yeah, that's not true still.
That's not true.
That's not
Do you
true,
get what I'm saying?
still.
Because at the end of the day, I'm still me.
Yeah, 100%. In fact, you're even more you. You're even more you because you're not intoxicated.
Exactly.
You're not driven by an outside force.
I'm more
or outside
authentic.
entity. Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
more authentic. There's no mind controlling substances.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Exactly. But yeah, so how did we get out of hospital? How did you get out of hospital?
So yeah, it was just it's a gradual process. Like you you do the work, and then, but you don't just. So in the evening, I'll do a fellowship.
Mhm.
So it's not like you do that and you just cut.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like recovery is it's a lifestyle.
Uh-huh.
It's not like college. You go there for 2 years, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
do you
yeah,
get what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah.
something I do for life now.
And you'll always be connected with the people that you.
Exactly. So in the evening, there's meetings that you go to, and people share their experience, strength, and hope, and you will share back to them.
Mhm.
It's not about the differences. You identify with the similarities, which brings people closer together. Because I got friends that I probably would never have spoke to outside. Do you get what I mean? But we got so much in common around feelings and situations we've been in that it's family, bro. I feel at home when I go to them meetings. Do you get what I mean?
How often do you go to meetings? Is it like once a month?
No,
Once a week?
I do 3 to 4 meetings a week
Ah, sick.
for an hour in the evening.
Sick, 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 sick.
What's an
So you're
hour?
keeping a community. So it really becomes a community. These people become people that you see every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And you guys keep each other on that
Yeah,
same
of course. Yeah, of course.
same trajectory, the same mindset, the same with the same vision, and then you hold each other accountable as well.
That's a major thing as well in recovery. Like, that you don't co-sign each other's bullshit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, because, for instance, like, you're my boy, you're family. Yeah, and you won't feel two ways about telling me, you know what, that's fucked up, bro. What
Yeah,
you
of
did.
course.
Yeah, but there's people out there that won't tell you that stuff, and I don't want friends like that around me.
Enablers.
Yeah, enablers. I don't want that. I don't want them people around me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because if I'm able to get in the ring with you, yeah, because you've got my best interest at heart, that's who I want around me, bro. It's all love. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And for me, it's like rehab taught me how to find me, how to be happy in me, how to challenge my thoughts and things like that. Like, for me, rehab won't keep you clean. It will get you off the drugs, yeah, but it's dealing with the inner stuff, because that's where it all lies, inside you, yeah. But the meetings that I go to in the evenings, for me, that's where recovery starts. It's that connection that will keep me clean.
And it's mad because you know what that reminds me of? You know when people say it takes a village to raise a child? Yeah? I almost feel like it's the same concept, innit? Like when you're going through recovery, you can't do it by yourself. You need the village.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Because everybody plays a key component in keeping you
Yeah.
on a certain path. You get me?
And these communities are so vital to my life, because not everybody in society understands addiction. Do you get what I mean? There's a lot of people that just don't get it. They're closed-minded. Like,
I mean, I was one of them people, bro.
they think it's
I'll
easy.
be real.
Just don't use. But
Yeah.
it's not that easy. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, so it helps massively having these platforms to go to, man. Like, they save lives.
100%, 100%. All right, so cool. Let's talk about what you want to do in the future and where you want to take this. Because obviously, I know. Yeah, I'm saying all this because we've already spoken about all of this. You get me? But I need the people to understand what this brother's on. Yeah, what he's been through, where he's come from, and where he's going. Do you get me? So let's talk about a little bit about what you plan to do with your new knowledge. Because let's be real, you've learned through this recovery thing. You've learned an array of knowledge. Like, and so tell us what you want to do with this information, bro.
So, I also want to start a podcast. Yeah.
So this is the start of it. I'll be honest. I had to bring him here today to see how he does the podcast thing. You get me? To see how man talks on the camera and on the mic. And right now, I can see that you're natural with it, bro. Because you have a lot to say in it. You have a lot that needs to be said. And just the thing, when you got a vision and you know that you want to actually help people and make a difference, bro, that's what you're talking from. You're talking from your higher self.
For real, like, there's no... You see, when you're authentic and you're genuine, things just flow.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, as soon as you start being inauthentic, yeah...
Everything becomes difficult, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, it stops working.
It's a myth. It's a myth. So yeah, I want to start a podcast where I can have using addicts, recovered addicts, or whatever to come on. Even family members that have been affected by their sons or daughters that are going through addiction.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a platform where we're able to sit down and talk where they come from, what they're doing, are they clean, and just have like little topics about families like with kids losing their kids and getting their kids back. It's powerful stuff, man.
Yeah, because some of the stories, some of the things that happen, bro, like if unless you've been around it, unless you know people that's gone through it, you're gonna be oblivious to it.
Of course.
Because like we were saying, even me, I didn't understand addiction before. I probably know lots of people that have been through addiction, but I'd never looked at it in the correct way. I always looked at it like it's a you problem. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
100%. But I feel like if there's something out there open for people, just to like in your spare time or like you're not doing nothing, you're like, oh, let me check this out. It will open the minds of people. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It hasn't got to be like them and us.
Yes, exactly.
It don't need to be like that. Do you get what I mean?
This is the aim anyway. So this is what we're gonna keep trying to do with the True Talk podcast. We're gonna have authentic people in here. All of our guests are gonna be people that got a story to tell, that got information to share. Do you get what I'm saying? That got knowledge that they can give to us to help us think different and move different and understand more. Yeah, and that's the aim, innit? This is the first episode of many. Yeah, and obviously today I'm happy to have my brother here with us. You get me? But I respect everything that you've been through, and I respect everything that you're doing now and everything that you're gonna do. I'm definitely gonna be part of that process of helping you do whatever it is that you want to do.
100, my boy.
Get me?
It's a pleasure to be here, man.
Nah,
Thanks
man.
for asking me, bro.
Nah, man. You were the first person that came to my head because you shouted me. When you shouted me and said, "Bro, I want to do it." Do you know what I'm saying? I said, "Alright, cool. I gotta get back on my A game now." Do you get what I'm saying? And because when you shouted me, it was almost a validation for me. It was validation for me. However I see myself, great. But other people see me as someone who can help them do some stuff.
Yeah, 100.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I gotta be doing my thing. Do you get me? Because that's what that phone call done for me. That phone call put the battery back in my back and said, let me get back on my thing. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So from now, you're gonna see nothing but content from me, nothing but content from my people, and yeah, we're coming back and we're coming taking over this podcast.
We need it, man. They need it.
Taking over this podcast game. Alright, cool. Is there anything else you want to give them about what you've been through, about your story, and about recovery and addiction before we move on to our questions and bring in our other special guest? I don't want to call him special, car. We both know if we're talking special or neurodiverse, then yeah, we can call him special.
For real.
But other than that, you lot will see what I'm talking about when you see my next guest. Yeah.
But yeah, man. No, there's not really.
Alright, my people. So
really.
there's no point giving your socials and all of that because you're still going to be part of the next segment when I bring in this guest. Let me not even say the word special. You get me? When I bring in the next guest, you're still going to be here anyway. Then we'll discuss the questions and the topics together. Alright, man. Thank you very much. This has been the part 1. I'll see you guys in a sec. We're just going to go for a quick break and we'll be back. Bow.
True talk podcast. Have you heard so much truth in words? All you gotta do is subscribe. A True Talk podcast. Oh yeah. Truth you find. True Talk will change your mind. Make sure you subscribe.
We're back. Welcome back to the True Talk podcast. This is part 2, not episode 2. We're still episode 1 in. You get me? I had to bring my son in. Sorry about that. But listen, big up 100 as our next special guest. It took a while to get here, but he got here in the end. At least he didn't interrupt our important conversation that me and Reese was having. Do you get me? Because, you know, he would have just fucked up the whole pattern. But he's here now. Oh, God, my bro. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Man. Obviously, you weren't here when we discussed what the topics are going to be. Yeah, the two topics that we're going to discuss in this segment are how do you feel about disciplining your children? I know you don't have no children, but I know you got opinions. Yeah, and the second one was, is it a good idea to be with your partner for the sake of your kids? Do you get me? So being in a relationship for the sake of your kids. Do you get me?
Okay.
All right, cool. So let's kick it off. We might as well just go straight into the topics. I'm sure you're gonna find a reason to get at Reese because that's what we were just talking about at that 10 minutes ago. Do you get me? So I'll create a segue for you to discuss some of the madness he was doing before he was on his road to recovery. You know what? But then so we might as well just go now. So let's hear some because obviously it's all right. So 100's got a couple stories to share with us about some of the things that our friend Reese was keeping up before he was on his road to recovery. Yeah.
The old him.
Yeah, I'm saying. So feel free. I'll let you guys share. Reese, feel free to chime in if you feel that you need to shut him up or whatever. You get me? Go on then, Hundo. Let's hear some of the stuff that.
This is literally one of my closest friends, innit? So we grew up together anyway. So like, you get it?
I show an interface clip, yeah. Show an interface clip.
Yeah, this is we grew up. We done. You know what I'm trying to say? Interface. Yeah.
I'll be back.
You know what I'm trying to say? We done a couple things. You get me? But yeah, like that's my brethren, one of my closest friends. You get me? Obviously, he was going through what he was going through, but you know, like. As friends, you know, you never ever deep what your friends are actually going through, if that makes sense. You always focus on what you're dealing with. You kind of penny their problems, but you don't really take in the sincerity of the situation. So obviously when we was there now, and obviously we was on holiday, innit? We was living it up. So it's not like he was just in the ends and man's just doing things. No, we're on holiday living.
Oh,
so
wait, before you get into that, because we already spoke about one of the holidays. There was 2 holidays.
Yeah.
So this is the first.
Yeah. This is no. So this is. So I don't know. Yeah, all right. So this is the holiday before we've gone with man's brother and Grimes, and obviously he was on his road to recovery on the second holiday, which was last year. Now the year before that, we went on holiday. Now, obviously, we was there. Grimesy, my other boy Alan, that also had like a mental breakdown as well. So, like, do you know what I mean? I just tried to create a safe space for all my friends to come together and just be cool. And you know what I'm saying? You're around good people, keep the good energy, vibes in, flowing. Do you get me? So, yeah, obviously, we was on holiday living it up though. You know, we're having fun, we're drinking, do you get what I'm saying? We're having fun in it. So, it was never that deep, you know what I mean? Obviously, but when it comes to obviously, when Grimes was obviously stressed his thing of addiction, that's when man's obviously taken it seriously and then looked back and analysed, you know, man's behaviour and stuff to make man actually think, okay. Like,
yeah, okay. That man's looking at it.
Yeah, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, because before, obviously, when we're actually just there and we're just doing things, it's like, I'm not looking at it as nothing because it's not only him that, like, for example...
We're all drunk.
Yeah, we're all drunk.
Yeah.
I'm smoking weed.
Yeah.
My next brethren's doing coke, so do you get what I'm saying? And then, like, I can't now go and tell him, oh, you can't go with my next brethren and do what my next brethren's doing. Do you get what I'm saying? We're all like, so it's not like that, you get me? But there are some stuff when I look back, I'm like, rah, this guy. Like, do you get what I mean? There was one time now, obviously... Bear in mind as well, we're in a hotel. We're on the highest floor possible. Yeah, top floor stuff. Yeah, and we are not close to the ground. Like there's no like when I
5 floors up.
Yeah, we're like 5 floors up. Like, so I don't know how much stories that is, but we are high. Okay, high. Yeah, cool. Now I'm sleeping innit, so I'm not even thinking nothing too of it. You get what I mean? Sleeping, whatnot. Boom. This guy has come through my terrace, like my rooftop terrace. He's come through my back door, like my garden door. Bear in mind, there's no way you can get to the garden without going through the room. So I'm just like, huh? He's coming at the door. I've gone, wow, how did you even get out there? What, did I lock you out there? Because I locked the door and I'm thinking, what, did I lock you out there? Man's gone, nah. I scaled the side of the building.
I said, you was Spider-Man.
I said, scaled the side.
You thought you was Spider-Man.
You see, that I don't even know what I was. That night was before that. Yeah, everyone's gonna sleep. Yeah, and I'm pacing out, bro. I'm not sleeping. Yeah, and I met someone out on the
prowl.
Yeah, on the high street. Yeah, and I was there. Yeah, we get coke. I've gone on my ones. Yeah, to this dinky little building in the middle of Barcelona, building. Cartel, like they run the whole block. And I've gone about eight floors up. Yeah, and I'm in there. The guy's like, "Yeah, I'll try it." And I'm trying to heckle him down, you know. I'm trying to heckle.
These times this guy's gone unfollowed, and yeah, deep it. My man's gone.
Speak to the mic.
Donny's actually gone. When I'm saying cartel business, yeah, my man's gone to somewhere and he's like, yeah, the guy told me wait there. He's taken my money and told me wait there. Then the next guy's picked me up and take me to the next. But I said, bruv, when he's told me this story, I've gone raw. Like, you get me? Like, this is why I just go to the 1 week after I know.
He wasn't worried.
Nah, bro. You see what it is? Like, I'm in another country. Yeah. I need what I need to get what I'm saying. And if he's gonna take my money and cut, cool. I hear that. I get that because I would have done the same thing on road back here. It's not like I ain't done them things before. Do you get what I'm saying? But some people need to make. There will be someone out there that's selling something, and I will find them. Do you get what I'm saying? That's how I gotta look at it, bro.
He was determined.
Fucked up. So
let me just clear.
So even if you didn't get what you
he would have spent more money. He would have spent more money on money. Yeah, and he would have tried to find. Yeah. No. He was determined, bro. Like, I need man to understand that. Like, obviously, man smoke weed, innit? Cool. He's like, bro, I am not having fun. I'm saying, what are you talking about? He said, I am not having fun. I need to go get my thing. I'm going to get my thing. I said, all right, cool. He's like, what? After that, man's lit. Oh, man, I came back. Bear in mind, I think this is when the first night we was there. Because obviously I didn't understand what he was trying to say. We was at the hotel, he's like, bro, I need to get my thing. This is the first night he's there. He's like, I'm going to go find someone. Cool, he's gone to his thing and he's come back. Then, you know what I'm trying to say? But, brother, I'm telling you, I kid you not, bro. This guy scaled the side of the building, cuz. Yeah, no word of a lie, bro. When I looked outside.
Naked as well.
Bruv, he was basically naked as well. Like in his boxers. He was in his boxers.
I think I was naked as well, you know.
Like, that wasn't the only thing.
That wasn't crazy.
That wasn't the only thing.
The side of the building wasn't mad enough.
Bro, that wasn't the only thing, bro.
Naked.
That wasn't the only thing.
Speak for the mic. Speak for the mic.
Yeah.
A few days after that, yeah, I'm at his room at like 3 a.m. Starkers, no boxes, no socks, nothing. Now, there's five apartments on the top floor. We got 4 of them.
Yeah. Gangster.
I'm at one end. He's all the way at the other. Yeah. I'm just skipping down this corridor. Yeah? Because I've got no more drink in my room. But I know that he's high. He's nearly sleeping, and he's got drink in his room.
Man.
And there's other guests in the hotel.
I'll be real, yeah. I've seen this video, innit? Yeah. I've seen the video, innit? Yeah. I might. You see, if I was unfucking, I would say Q video. but we won't do that. We can't do that. You get me? I might though. Let's see how I feel when it comes to the edit. Yeah.
No, but as much as we laugh about it and
it was serious.
It was a serious thing, man. Like it was a hard, sad time in my life, man. Like, 100%. Do you get what I'm saying?
Nah, that's the only reason why I didn't you get it. That's what I'm saying in regards to certain things. You never really understand the sincerity of someone's issue. Do you get what I mean? Like just in general with what people are going through. Do you get what I mean? Mentally, people can smile in your face. You don't know what they're going home to. You don't know what and this is why people actually, when you're around your loved ones, always check on them. Always make sure that you're actually checking for them, not just, are you alright? Yeah, cool. They say yeah, and then you're just keeping it moving. You ask them what they've been up to, what's been going on. Do you get what I mean? Because it's real rap. Obviously, cool. My brethren, he was going through the addiction thing, but there was things that triggered that. It wasn't just oh yeah, man's addicted. He's going through hard other life lessons.
Life on life.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Life
on life's terms.
Do you understand?
I feel like I'm gonna caption that on this video. You know,
life on life terms.
We're living life on life's terms, bro. We don't have a choice, bro.
Trust me.
You get me? We definitely don't have a choice.
But I'm happy because that's my bro. And the reality is as much as obviously he can laugh at it now. Do you get me? We can look back and we can laugh at it now because he knows he's in a better place now than what he was there. Do you get it? And that's one thing that till this day, I'm happy. Even when we went on holiday the following year,
I was saying about that.
He was do you get it? And this is what I loved about him because he noticed that he could actually be himself without all of that stuff, without alcohol, without the drugs. He can literally still be lit, still be himself. Do you get what I'm trying to say? But still having fun. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Even down to obviously I know addiction's different, innit? So now man won't drink at all. But I've always said, bro, As long as you're around your loved ones, around like us, around the close ones, the loved ones, you're never gonna need we would never. We would never allow you to go over that. If you say raw, like, cause man knows you, a man loves you. So if you just turn around and say, cool, man knows you're not drinking, but if you just turn around and say, okay, cool, let me get a cheeky beer. Man might go, you sure? And if you go, yeah, I'm sure. Man knows that's one beer. Man's not gonna think, oh yeah, rare. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
But you know what's even bigger than that is that, regardless of what we know or what we think, he knows himself now.
That's what I'm saying.
The bigger thing is, I will never say I will never drink again, because I don't know what the future holds. But the way that I'm living my life now, I don't have to use again.
Exactly.
I don't have to pick up again.
Exactly.
What do I need a cheeky beer for?
Exactly.
I don't.
You don't need it.
I don't need.
If you want it, you don't need it. You see the difference? Remember, you needed it back in the day.
Don't get me wrong, yeah. There's days I wake up and I think, you know what? When the sun's out and that, I want to be in the pub, bro. Facts. But what? You got to play the tape forward. Yeah, because you see that story there? The end's always the same.
Exactly.
Jails.
But
death.
from the story, just to think how people can tell you their version of whatever they think the story is. You know the story for yourself, innit?
Facts. I can't drink. I can't use. I cannot do it.
And you don't need to. You don't want to.
Exactly.
You're in a space where that's not your go-to no more. That's not what you need in order to fuel yourself. That's not what you need in order to feel whole. That's not what you need in order to feel able. Do you get me?
100%.
Like you said, you got spirituality now. And a lot of people don't appreciate spirituality because they haven't been through certain things. When you're on your knees, cuz, and then you realize there's nothing that can get you off your knees except for energy that's way bigger than you.
Bro,
that's way more powerful than you. See,
I get out my bed on my knees every day, and if I don't, my day don't go right.
Come on, so you pray every morning.
Every morning without
there you
fail.
Go. See, prayer is a powerful thing. I can honestly say there's nothing that I've ever prayed for that I haven't received.
And it's prayer it's a relationship. Yeah, with something greater than you.
100%.
Yeah. So some people it might be God. For me, I'm having a relationship with the aura that I'm putting out, which I'm then gonna receive. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I get up every day and I pray and I meditate.
That's it.
Because I have to bring myself into the present.
Yeah. And humble yourself.
Facts.
And humble yourself.
Facts.
That's the major thing in this
I'll
thing.
be real. Because even like what you're saying now, yeah, which I respect, yeah, and that's what I love, yeah. That's what I love, yeah. Hold on. That's all right. Yeah, twister. Like I fully know that. Do you get what I mean? And I remember, yeah. So now, like, cool. This is how I know, like, it's real. Like, so boom. Because when we was on holiday, yeah, the first holiday, not the second one, the first one, he was telling me, I'm saying, bruv, just drink, chill. I can't. I'm not gonna have fun. I'm telling you, I'm not gonna have fun. I'm not gonna talk to females. I'm gonna be antisocial and until I get that. And I'm just like, bro, but you don't. Alright, cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool, you got it now. And then it was lit. But when we've come home now, there was no getting hold of this guy. Do you get me? That was my brethren. Like for me, it hurt as well because I couldn't get hold of him. Like, and obviously, man was planning to go straight back out. We've come back from Barcelona and we're going straight to Alicante in like the next week. And he knew this. Do you get it? And it's kind of like, I felt like when he was coming back to ends, yeah, from being out there having a good time, I knew that I wasn't gonna see him like again, like anytime soon, type of thing. Did you get it? Even though you were saying, yeah, I'm linking you, man. Yeah, of course. I'm coming. I'm flying out. Yeah, cool. As soon as he got back, he went AWOL.
He went AWOL.
Yeah, he went AWOL. Man couldn't shout him. Man couldn't Then Tutu's, man's called him, yo, man's in rehab. And it's like, cool. Man's not even like, oh, that's a bad thing. Because me, I looked at it like, right, that was the best thing for you. Because obviously, when you came back, you didn't, like maybe I didn't, like how I look at it as well, the reality is I didn't apply myself enough. Maybe if I went back with him, as in physically with him, to wherever he was going, maybe he would have went down there. Then I said, yeah, come back to mine, come stay at mine. I could have been more of a help. So don't get twisted. That's how I look at it as well. This is why I say, make sure you check on your people. Because my man, as I said, when we came back, he was just calm. Yeah, my man's coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? Never thought nothing of it. But then he's now alone with his thoughts.
Yeah, well,
do you understand?
So, you see, one thing my people don't realise, is you can help people as much as you want, bro. You can be there for them, you can call them, you can give them a place to go, place to stay, food to eat, whatever. If they don't want to help themselves, there's nothing you can do. And this is the conversation we're saying. Exactly. So he had to find himself needing himself before he could help himself. You could have been there for a million times.
No, of course,
You would have said everything he needed to hear in order for you to give him enough space for him to go and do what he wants to do. Do you get me? And I saw it. You get me? But I'm glad that you actually did the work and found what you needed in order to be the man that you wanted to be for yourself. Do you get me? Because that's sometimes the hardest thing. Because sometimes people want better, but they don't know how to do better. Do you get me? The fact that you wanted better and you figured out how to do better and actually applied it is the only thing that matters. But before we go on a tangent, because we can talk about this all day.
We can talk about this all day. Let's actually quickly cover the two topics.
You get me? Thank you very much.
The two topics. The first one
for your input, Car.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about people that are affected by other people's addiction, and I can hear that you was affected by it.
Yeah, man, it was hard to see my
But
friend.
we're not going back over it.
Yeah, cool, yeah. But yeah.
Alright, cool. So quickly, I'm just gonna throw it at you guys because I know we ain't got much time left. So you get me? So boom. You're a father, I'm a father, and this man's just got lots of opinions. So I'm gonna ask you first. How do you feel about disciplining your child? Would you slap your child? How do you feel about people that do beat their children?
For me, I don't really have an opinion on people who hit their children because I'm not them.
Yeah.
I don't know how your brain works. I don't know what's going on in your life. Obviously, people do things for a reason. I'm not saying that I validate anybody hitting their youth because I would never put a finger on my child. Do you know what I'm saying? Just words alone, discipline and boundaries. Your youth should know straight away from when they done something and you look at them, they should know that I fucked up. Do you get what I mean? I'll talk to you when you get home.
I agree.
Yeah, for me, there's no excuse to put your hands on your child, and I would never do so. Like, from when I feel like, or I put my hands on my child, then I need to reevaluate my parenting.
Facts, bro. That's facts.
Yeah?
You definitely. You need to reevaluate your communication skills. You need to reevaluate your temperament, your self-control, all of these things.
It's
bro.
deeper, bro. Like, what are you showing your children?
Yeah,
what are you teaching your kids? What someone pisses you off, you just hit them.
Yeah.
It's not that, man. Life's too precious to be doing that stuff. Like, talk to your kids, sit down with them, tell them why you're annoyed with them. You know why I'm punishing you? Because you've done this. Yeah, you have to explain things to your kids. You have to show them the way. Do you get what I'm saying? You can't just go to your room because you've done it. Because they're kids, bro. They don't know.
You know what I find? That adults don't like to live by example. And because adults don't live by example, they have to beat you. Because it's not like... Because they'll be like telling you, don't swear! But you're like, but I heard you swear yesterday. Don't smoke, but I see you smoke.
It's a hypocritical thing.
Don't do this, don't do that, but then I've seen you do it. So it's like adults get this thing where they want to tell kids how to behave and what they should be doing, but don't want to lead by example and do what they should be doing so their kids can do what they see rather than what they're told.
Of course, because a lot of people, yeah, and for me, I believe it's a generational thing of like, well, I'm the adult. You do as I say, not as I do, kind of thing. And I feel that it's the wrong attitude to have, especially the way now that kids are going on nowadays. Do you get what I'm saying? It's deeper than that, man. And we need to show some love, compassion, and empathy towards our children, man.
Love, compassion, empathy, bro. Those are the key words for this session, bro. Alright, quickly, 100, let me hear your opinion on this one. I don't think we're gonna get into the last topic. You know, I think we've rinsed our time.
Run over time.
You can just slap that up for me, Gramsci.
Yeah, so
I think
basically,
we've rinsed our time, but we're just gonna get
quickly.
100's opinion on this topic quickly, and then we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, so personally, obviously I ain't got no kids in it, but growing up, obviously you're my brother, you already know, man. I used to catch beating, you know what I'm saying?
Wow, man, you used to catch beatings for sneezing too
Do you
loud.
understand? Do you understand? So I'm not disputing that. Do you get what I mean? But what I will say, communication is defo key. Because I'll sit here right now and I'll tell you, see me and my mum's communication levels, it's not good. You get, I'll sit here and open up and I'll tell people, yeah, I'm different in regards to my circumstance with my mum. Everyone else is different, but you see with my mum, that brought a wedge because it's a thing where I felt like she resented my father and certain things she just didn't even want to talk to me about. So that's why they're beating me, because it's just like, oh, you look like your dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, just whatever, go on about your thing. But what I can say with the youths from today, yeah, it matters on your youth and it matters how you're raising your youth. You get it? So there are some youths out there that you will see rude boy. Because I look down the road and I say, right, I walk down the road and I'm thinking, right, that youth deserve a beating for what he just done. You get me? Like in regards to certain things. Yeah. But what I mean by that is, it's not just, oh yeah, beat your youth. Like, I mean, come on, you've spoken to your youth multiple times. He's not. There you go. Yeah, then that's different. You know what I'm trying to say?
There,
yeah,
that's deeper rooted. Yeah, that's from
exactly.
That's from starting from when you're youth.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Seeing fuckery. Hearing fucking.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
No,
that's
what I'm saying about leading by example. It's easy for parents.
That's what I'm saying.
Now,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Because you made their first year of their life fuckery. Yeah. The second year of their life fuckery. All the way up to 9, you're making your kids see violence, fuckery, and all this shit. Then you want to blame your kid for reacting mad and being a mad child. No, bro. Make your child live like a child and be loved and cared for. What did you say? Love, empathy, and compassion. If you install love, empathy, and compassion into your children, they ain't gonna grow up fucked like that, bro.
Your youths are a mirror of you.
Exactly.
And that's what you need to understand, yeah. Literally what you just said. The youths are a mirror of you, yeah. Cool. See, with that being the main thing, yeah. And this is why I love watching like my brother with my niece. You get me? Because I've grown with you. So being around my niece. And now her temperament is, I literally watch you and I say to you, you can't get mad, bro. Because it's you. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I literally watch you and I'm like,
I don't even get mad, though.
Yeah, no, you can't, though. You can't. How can you get mad at a physical reflection of you? Like, literally, it's exactly what you do. You
get frustrated.
can get a bit frustrated, obviously. Don't get twisted.
Parents are allowed to feel things. Everyone is allowed to
Yeah, don't get twisted. Like, I see my brother sometimes, don't get twisted. He don't get mad. He gets mad. He gets frustrated. He'll be laughing and he'll laugh and he'll be like, he'll laugh it off and then he will be like, because obviously if my niece does try to push it too far, he'll be like, oh, you're pushing it now. Okay, so you want me to badge you up then?
Exactly.
Like, there's a communication level in it. My niece, she understands in it. Do you get what I mean? And obviously, when she goes home to her mum and she's with her mum, obviously her mum deals with her how she want to deal with her. Communication level's the same. Her mum will tell her, "Raw, you know what I'm saying? What do you think you're doing?" And these things, and she will understand. But there are some youths out here that don't understand but as again, that's a reflection of the parent. Like, you think that, oh, okay, cool, your youths 1, 2. And they're doing certain things that are naughty, and you don't want to remind them that's not. Oh, just leave them. They're doing it. And then now it's got too much. Now it's got too much. By the age they're 6, 7, and now you wanna beat them and tear down her whole skin.
I can't.
You know what I'm trying to say? That's not
nothing worse than being around someone else's bad kid.
Come on, bro.
That worse than being.
You understand someone else's bad kid? You can't even discipline him.
But listen, guys.
But that's a wrap.
It's been fun.
Trust me.
Let me first of all big up my brothers for coming. Yeah. Both of these men here are both my brothers, bro. I'll be honest. Thank you guys for coming. Big up Reese and Reese. You get me?
You hear me?
Grimes.
If you didn't know, yeah. His name's Reese. My name's Reese. You get me? Yeah. Our older cousins. Oh well, my older brother, his older cousin. They were close friends, so we've known each other from like when we was like 10.
Bro, you missed the origin story, bro, because you came late. Yeah. You would have had the opportunity.
I'm just trying to give you lot a little update on my origin.
You get me? But you'll have.
We're there.
Thank you very much. It's been Truuu Talk Podcast, first episode 1. Big up yourself. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And leave some comments down the bottom. Tell me what you think. Yeah. Share your opinions and follow our socials. Mine is obviously Truuu Talk. If you don't know, then you're slow. His is mr100likes. And his is.
Mine is _ the present is a gift.
Aye.
The present is a gift.
And that
don't let that go over your head.
Boom, bow.